Saw AD. He was out here warming up for about a big player that on the floor. Here's Butler. No, Wilt Chamberlain and Kevin Durant
to limit his minutes, but that's what he gives you right there.
Edwards with a free path to the defense. Edwards making attacking. Pajemski hanging. Can't play. Catch and shoot for three, like we saw in November when he made his first.
But it's the accuracy that's impressive.
His feeling with Steph Curry telling doesn't feel as hard, and it's nice to have things out here going forward, Dave.
A lot of people miss Davis when you're putting a team to turnover team a little erratic.
That was a question some had as Washington had.
And yeah, has his money afterwards, so having that
after the game as Irving misfires on the.
That's the part people may not see is how shallow.
Edwards can't get the put.
Not all games count the same. Both know how to play off the ball, on the ball.
7 straight points for the Warriors. And it rolls around. Here points, three-pointer, no good for Green. Green no good. Or to Draymond. Green attacking, foul. And Green knocks down. Will face his former team for the first time.
I mean, Anthony Davis, Gafford, and
Evan, right?
Yeah, of course. It never got off the ground. I mean,
Steph off the bounce, cans up, fires underneath. Might have been a travel. Golden State has in the last 5 games. Was a 4 shooting so far. Pulls up. Can't. Irving struggling so far. For part of that trade for Luka Doncic.
So we should just. What is it?
Well, there's no question as Christie misses.
Sure.
And that's because of the
experience, really. The guy has played. Know what you're getting. It's just huge.
It's just possession. Christie's been great. Somebody give him some minutes as a big, so they
center position at least under control.
On a 6th team in 6 years out of UCLA.
Out of Jason Kidd's right. That's the question. That's the thing he does. But he's capable of back as soon as they can.
Butler for 22. Marshall corner.
Warriors came out in a zone there.
Butler contact.
That's not what Butler does, but Butler's so good again.
To learn more. He'll pull up 4-3. Let's go. Pajemski to the basket.
Really erase a lot of what we're.
Butler down the middle of the paint and
in a more confident way.
Dinwiddie got position to Butler. Now we still have 2 months left to the better record. Here's Brown down the lane. 5 from the floor. Butler's 3. Not there. Brown got it back, and Brass gets the 3 away in front of the Warriors.
And part of that hot start was Steph.
Like I said, we got to settle in.
Iguodala, too, as he was looking up the floor. Empty. Edwards misses. Irving tips it.
Point shot makes it such a different game.
Got the defender off his feet. Alone. Around and his shooting drills.
I just want to say hi, Dave.
Warriors by 16. Thompson draw trade. The Warriors are 4-1. Finds post in the corner in the 3. Thompson drives. Sit down. Shovel the post. 10 post.
See as far as what he's delivered.
Exum corner 3. Got it.
Likes it. He'll play him long minutes. And
shot clock at 3. That game, he started 7 this year for bench last night. They lost a key game to Brook
East, and you got to play the games and
all the way to the basket, but missed the layup. Marshall, paint. Edwards in and after missing 7 in a row because of injury. Some of that out depending on the player. And streak in November, December. Before the previous 2, he was lights out. The games earlier this year. Post working hard.
Has played tremendous here. Tough start. His boat over here.
Here's Curry, and he can't fit. Good look, Irving.
Taking care of the ball. Mavericks
can't answer, but Looney, a big.
Dallas trying to make a push.
6 of his last 13 games. Looney got stripped. Moody cleans it up. Christie. Couple weeks. Washington soared.
Nothing at the half. They just got to stay. See, Rob is Kobe's agent. So don't underestimate the fact that trust helped those guys.
And Curry with 12 points. Tried off the bench for Dallas. Marshall on the drive. Puts it in.
Defense, but again.
Green, 7 points. Beating the Knicks.
Do well.
Marshall no guy by Butler shaking.
Long and smart. And once he got by,
rhythm bounce. And lead back to 20. Dinwiddie. Butler drives. Foul.
We get paid.
And he got it here.
The direction is it his words. We picked it.
They're currently 2 games of
his game on the biggest stage. It's moving, saying they're feeling this
Miami to the finals. 2 out of 4.
A winner. And rare is the place
on the other end. Now a Warriors. Check that. Fouls on Hield. Inside. Last weekend, instead, Pajemski with their 3 games back of avoiding that. Here's Moody from the corner. In the last meeting a week ago. As
biggest message at the half. And
they have won 5 of the trade that has a Moody sneaking down.
Have just not had the typical
Curry driving on Thompson and puts it home. First time in 4 years. Butler looking for Curry. Pajemski forced Steve Kerr to call an early timeout in the win over Denver. What a pass by nothing run right now by the and missed it.
But it's a lot of toll. Look at that stat right there. Just
20-point lead, 3 streaks. Washington knocked it away from Green.
Is also not
season long. Floater is good. Percent for 3 on the season. In
himself, but saw Clay Thompson
with the foul is third. Thompson. It's significant.
Well, one rehab alone, Dave. Just the rehab.
Bring on the back cut. Puts that one. Drives, floats it up. No. But 18 points so far. Make
studio for that. That was both offense and defense. Credit that it took him a long time to say it.
Approximate foul on Green.
You can track the assist rate, but good job there. By the way,
again, will it be enough? Can they get stops?
And his body's just still competing. Last year in their run to the final.
Curry, a guy like Max Christie. Thompson
reacts that you don't maybe get as much.
Arena on Friday and of Dallas's team this year.
Irving, your best players being your best league.
Oh, wow. Of that team. That's not a knock on Luka. Going for it now. And part of that is
an adductor injury. This is the 5th straight. The other side. Is this an opportunity? Can he learn from this when it comes?
Because you couldn't find one that's more LeBron James there with him. Does at 40 years old.
Washington missed the lead all scores. He's got Washington. Lets it fly. Kansas.
Just fighting to stay connected
on the floor right now as Curry.
It's like a 5 p.m. go to bed. I mean,
nice pass, 2 guys. Banks in the Curry and still going. Looney. Contact is 38. And they're going to call an offensive foul. But in dudes in this league is Butler on the floor.
Reason to believe it isn't, but some of it is off that emotional high. To see, wow,
Curry.
And, you know, you look at these.
And the Columbus Blue Jackets football. And can't kiss it home, but the tip.
Butler has been fantastic.
They play at a very frenetic pace. He's in, tries to create some.
Separate themselves. Okay,
2 seconds left. Washington missed. Cassidy Hubbard. I'm Dave Pash. Golden State for the first time since he and post. Here's Pajemski in the left. Irving's threes.
He's just going to not just to environment without any help from any big guy.
Powell, the other 3 bigs are still up. By far his best game. 35.
Good chance they end up here. This game's much different game with and all these other. It's not to say they couldn't get knocked.
There's Prosper, 3-pointer is good. You get the Lakers in 4th to the season without Kawhi Leonard. On here. Brandon Williams. Pajemski corner 3. Got it. Table about Steph Curry's 3.
Jimmy gets to play with him, and obviously Steve's gotten
14th. Moody's 3 off
some real ground. Their strength of schedule is very
from 8th and 2 games back in the loss column. We'll see them again. Here's Brandon Williams from
Dallas. You're going to have teams like Dallas.
Warriors.
Yeah, and that'll be big. And that stretch run. It was Butler they got. And maybe uncomfortable in some game for sure.
3-point. He had a great rookie year.
He was missing bad. And now
Kevin Knox is on the floor, so Green again. He'll finish with 30 points and
Green Curry, understanding they're all little.
And you have to make sure you get in. Prosper. Ball
you know, and I don't know how people's the #1 seed year before in the first round done. But when he came, he really asked Andre to come off the bench. It allowed Steve to coach the team.
You use the word stability. For a long stint in Philadelphia where he started as
player, he could help you guard your player. He's a great distributor, great defense. Try to convince them. This is to stop, figure out the money. Gosh, one of my coworkers. Well, I mean, he came back around. A lot of them certainly don't. Series when we would do walks to do. We need to guard one of the smartest guys really to ever play.
Win number 30. Those 3. And that's a foul.
This is Dallas giving their best shot, but
15th straight game. David to see what they look like because so that he could play.
About Boston doing it, but they and so maybe kids onto something. Now I do honor him out there because he just
made last year to bring in PJ.
We'll see. You know, it's we'll see where
Santos hits a 3.
Bring that and that's
game. If there was a tiebreaker since the Jimmy Butler trade and